Hello, son. It's been a while.
Hey everyone, it's me, Dave. Now look, I know I said I would come back with the cigarettes sooner, but I got held up by, living. Well, not really. Ever since I heard that Velma was getting a season 2 and it's still happening, I kinda had a heart attack and died, so now I've been turned into this husk. I've come back to give a very important channel update, but before I can say anything regarding that matter, the day that I've been dreading has finally arrived, and I have to give some very unfortunate news. So for those of you who don't know, I first made this channel because I wanted to complete High Guardian Spice Abridged, which is a parody series of High Guardian Spice, obviously. It started out as mostly a joke because I went up to my friends and was like, hey, do you guys want to abridge this show? And they said yes, so we just kind of made it. And we did not expect this channel to go anywhere near to the level that it is now with videos that have over 400,000 views on them, Jesus Christ. So at first this channel was kind of a collaboration between a group of people, but one of the people who was most integral to making it, happen was Lord Dread, aka the voice actor for Sage. They've shown up here or there in some of my other videos, and while they aren't like omnipresent across all the videos I made, they were a very integral part of the channel and the Abridge series. Because of various things that Lord Dread is pursuing in their life, they won't be available to work on the Abridge series or the channel, and it is probably going to be that way for a very long time. So because of that, to put it bluntly, I don't want to finish this series without them. They were a very important part of what it became, and I don't think it would be the same thing at all just without them being here. They've given me so many different ideas and suggestions that have completely shaped what the series has become, and it wouldn't be anywhere near similar if they just weren't around. And because of that, I will not be continuing the Abridged series, at least until they're available again, which again will take a long time. I know that really sucks to hear, and it sucks for me the most because I made a promise that I would finish this series, like no matter what, I would get it done, because I've seen so many Abridged series which I grew up with and loved just kind of fizzle out and stop making episodes. It seems to be the curse for series like this to just kind of fall apart because life gets in the way or people have to do things that cause them to not be available. Now, I want to make it clear that I do intend on finishing the series at some point, it just might not be now or anywhere close to now, looking at things. Now, Dread leaving isn't the only reason I'm currently putting the series on hold, in addition to them, leaving the series, and also the fact that I genuinely can't imagine anybody else voice acting Sage at this point, which is kind of weird to say, but it's true. I've been working on episode 10 on and off for a while now, and I just wasn't making progress on finishing it because it just didn't feel the same. I've been trying for a while to actually work on the series and finish that last episode, but I just couldn't do it. It just didn't feel the same. And I think the reason for that is that High Guardian Spice sucks. I don't know how many times I can say it. It does. It's so bad. Do you understand what it's like having to put up with this show for so long? I'm losing my mind here. I've said before that the reason I make so many rant videos about High Guardian Spice is because I've been exposed to it so much due to the Abridged series. Like, having to edit together the Abridged series requires me to be put in front of the episodes for extended periods of time. And the more you think about this show, the worse it gets, and it just starts, draining your sanity. High Guardian brain rot is very real, trust me. Now, as a person who was actively going through an American high school when I first started this YouTube channel, I have a very high bullshit tolerance, but even I can only handle so much. But without the Abridged series, I just don't feel the need to talk about this show anymore. So, with that being said, I'm not talking about this show anymore. And not for lack of things to say, believe it or not, even after all these years, but I just don't feel the need. I just can't. Now, there is another unfortunate casualty of this, that being the every animation error in High Guardian Spice series. There were tons of people in my Discord who, worked together to find all the errors. I had a channel for it. There were, tons of people posting, hey, I found this error, hey, I found this error. And it was really awesome, honestly. I really enjoyed making those videos, and it felt really unique as compared to the rest of my content. At the time, I think there was one other video that cataloged some animation errors in High Guardian Spice, but it wasn't really cataloging every single one, so I think that made that series pretty unique. Spoiler alert, but the final error tally was somewhere over 1,000 in the whole series. We only got through 4 episodes and we were already in the 300s, I think, so Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous the amount of animation errors that are throughout the complete series. Because so many people put work into actually finding those errors and helped me out a lot, I don't want that series to just die, but I can't continue it right now because, again, it would just drain my brain. So if I were to ever return to a High Guardian Spice, discussion series, it would probably be that, if not anything else. So with all that, discussed, farewell, High Guardian Spice, you won't be missed. I know this series is probably going to tank and die off into obscurity like the second I'm gone. It's pretty much already happened. But without High Guardian Spice, what is this channel going to be about? At first I thought that this channel would just die immediately without High Guardian Spice being there, but then my video on Spider-Verse got like over 200,000 views really, really quickly, so I think I may be able to pull it off. So instead of reviewing something like High Guardian Spice, a topic that's been so oversaturated, why don't we talk about something that hasn't been oversaturated in the slightest? The MCU. Wait, goddammit. But seriously, can you blame me? My whole shtick is talking about very obviously bad things that display some of the worst traits in all of fiction, and the MCU has quite a few of those, actually, thinking about it. But I'm not just going to be talking about that because, everyone's talking about that right now. I have a core belief, which should be obvious from the fact that I made an entire channel talking about High Guardian Spice. It's that you should be able to talk about whatever you want, whenever you want, for however long you want. As long as you still have something to say, some criticism to give, you should be allowed to give it, and there shouldn't be an arbitrary time limit on how long you're able to do so. I think there are tons of really bad shows that come out, get talked about for 1 week, and then dropped and forgotten about forever, and the cycle just kind of keeps continuing. There are lots of people who view it as taboo for you to talk about things after they've exited the news cycle and are no longer being dogged on by like the entire internet. And people come at me with an attitude of, why are you still talking about this? It's already dead, let it die, that kind of thing. And it really pisses me off because a part of the whole criticism thing is learning from past mistakes. And if you forget the past and don't look at it, you can't learn from those mistakes. People who ignore history are doomed to repeat it. So I want to create a new review series that is going to focus on bad shows that have kind of exited the spotlight and may have, been voided from your memory. And the best thing is, the things I talk about don't even have to be that old because on the internet, topics live and die in a matter of weeks, if not months. Ooh, that would be a good name for the series. Dead Topics. What about Undead Topics? I'll workshop it. So basically, guys, what I'm trying to say with this is that I want to make fun of the live-action Teen Titans really, really bad. I really want to make fun of this show. It is so terrible. Like, whose idea was it to make Starfire Lava Oprah? Okay, that joke was in poor taste, but you get what I mean. So if you were curious what this channel is going to be about going forward, it's basically just going to be reviews, but for different things. Now, in terms of other announcements, my channel has been officially monetized. Let's go. On top of that, I will be setting up a Patreon, which will be officially available very soon. And I would also like to create a message for the Discord members who originally joined the First Guardian HQ Discord. So those of you who were on there will note that it was officially shut down not too long ago. So when I first created that Discord, I was still in high school. I had no idea what running an entire Discord was like or what it entailed. I just wanted to create a place where I could discuss the things that I made with other people and share them, and it was that for a while, but it was very poorly moderated and I didn't run it very well and it was kind of a mess. So I want to start again, start fresh, make a new server, hopefully run it a little better now that I'm a little more experienced, and it will be going live pretty soon. Now, despite the doom and gloom at the start of this video, I'm actually very excited for where this channel is going and what kind of content I get to make next, and I hope you guys stick around for that. So I think that about covers it, and oh no! I forgot to get milk while I was out picking up the cigarettes. Okay, I'm gonna go get milk. I'll be right back, I promise. As long as I don't get cut off prematurely.